Have you ever wondered if the Bible holds a hidden timeline for Jesus' birth? An ancient priestly schedule known as the Course of Abaya might just unlock this mystery. Stay with me as we uncover how biblical scholars connect this ancient practice to the birth of Christ. In 1 Chronicles 24:10, King David organized temple priests into 24 divisions, each serving for 2 weeks per year. The Course of Abaya was the 8th division on that list. But how does this connect to the Christmas story? In the Gospel of Luke, Zechariah, a priest from the Course of Abaya, was serving in the temple when the angel Gabriel appeared to him. And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God in the order of his course, according to the custom of the priest's office, his lot was to burn incense when he went into the temple of the Lord. And the whole multitude of the people were praying without at the time of incense. And there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord standing on the right side of the altar of incense. Luke 1:8-11, King James Version. Based on historical reconstructions, Zechariah's temple service likely occurred around late May or early June. After finishing his duties, he returned home, and Elizabeth soon conceived. If Elizabeth conceived in early summer, John the Baptist's birth would fall around March or April the following year. In Luke 1:26, we learn that 6 months after Elizabeth conceived, the angel Gabriel visited Mary to announce Jesus' miraculous conception. This places Jesus' conception around December. Counting 9 months forward, Jesus' birth likely occurred in September or October, possibly aligning with the Feast of Tabernacles, a biblical celebration symbolizing God dwelling with his people. Imagine the light of the world born during a festival of light. While exact dates remain uncertain, the Course of Abaya offers a fascinating glimpse into how biblical timelines might align with historical events. It reminds us that God's story is both precise and full of meaning. Some scholars believe Jesus was actually born in April. Could history and the Bible point us in a different direction? Let's explore this fascinating theory. Luke's Gospel provides some important clues. In Luke 2:8, shepherds were watching their flocks at night when Jesus was born. In the winter, shepherds typically sheltered their flocks indoors. But in spring, especially in April, they would be out in the fields during lambing season, a key detail in the nativity story. Some believe Jesus' birth aligns with major Jewish festivals. April often overlaps with Passover, a time symbolizing deliverance and hope. Early Christians saw Jesus as the Lamb of God, connecting his birth to the season when lambs were born, April. Historians and biblical scholars have also calculated Jesus' birth using the timeline of John the Baptist's conception. Based on Zechariah's priestly service from the Course of Abaya, some believe Jesus was likely conceived in late June, placing his birth 9 months later, around April. Interestingly, some early Christians celebrated Jesus' birth in the spring. Early church writings from the 2nd century mention dates in April, suggesting that the December 25th tradition may have developed later for symbolic reasons. Whether Jesus was born in April, December, or another time, his birth remains a moment that reshaped history. But exploring these possibilities deepens our understanding of the nativity story. Did the visit of the wise men and Jesus' escape to Egypt reveal the timeline of his birth? Biblical stories mixed with historical records may point to an exact time in history. Let's explore the timeline of Jesus' birth through the lens of history, prophecy, and ancient events. The journey of the wise men, or magi, began when they saw the Star of Bethlehem, Matthew 2:1-2. But what was this star? Astronomers have proposed several celestial events around 7 to 4 BC, including 7 BC, a rare triple conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, BC, a conjunction of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, 4 BC, a bright appearance of a comet, possibly Halley's Comet. These events would have caught the Magi's attention, triggering their long journey to Jerusalem. When the Magi arrived, they sought the King of the Jews, alarming King Herod. Historically, King Herod's reign ended in 4 BC. According to Matthew 2:16, Herod ordered the killing of all boys under the age of 2 after learning of Jesus' birth. This suggests Jesus was born at least 2 years before Herod's death, likely between 6-4 BC. After being warned in a dream, Joseph fled with Mary and Jesus to Egypt. Matthew 2:13-15. Egypt, part of the Roman Empire, was a common refuge for Jews escaping Herod's wrath. Historical records confirm significant Jewish communities existed in Egypt during this time, supporting the Gospel account. After King Herod's death in 4 BC, Joseph received another divine message telling him it was safe to return. However, Herod's son Archelaus ruled Judea harshly, prompting Joseph to settle in the safer region of Galilee, in Nazareth, Matthew 2:19-23. By piecing together historical events, Herod's reign, astronomical phenomena, and the Magi's journey, many scholars estimate Jesus' birth around 6 to 4 BC. While exact dates remain a mystery, these events align closely with biblical accounts and ancient historical timelines. Want to learn more about hidden biblical timelines and fascinating historical theories? Check out our next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share to keep exploring the mysteries of the Bible with us.